Man, tell you what, I was thinking about doing this video outside, but it's super windy. In fact, let's go have a look. Hey everyone, welcome back to another crypto video. Today we're going to be talking about an ICO by the name of VIT token. So far on this channel, we haven't talked about ICOs at all. Generally, I don't really believe in ICOs, and by that I mean most ICOs that come out are pretty garbage. They're really just a waste of money and time and effort. So I really just kind of want to see what happens with the coin when it hits a market like Binance. So I don't really mess with ICOs too much, but I wanted to talk about VIT ICO just because, it caught my attention. I read an article called Get Paid to Watch Porn. So I was watching porn one day and I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could get paid to watch porn? And lo and behold, there's a project that is attempting to bring the blockchain to pornography. Wow, my phone almost fell out. So, there's another ICO that has finished. It's called SpankChain, which is kind of similar. So the way, or the purpose behind VIT token is to address Stuart Duncan. Is that his name? I got a thing of notes here. Yeah, Stuart Duncan and his team have identified three areas, three problems that the current porn industry has, and that's generally centered around the content producers aren't getting enough money. The advertisers control what content gets sponsored on traditional tube sites, Pornhub, etc., and so not a lot of money goes back to the actual content producers. He's also talked about how it's not really about the viewer, and the viewer doesn't really get high quality content that they want. Now speaking from experience, I don't have that problem, and I don't understand where that comes from. If you want to watch some gangbangs, or if you want to watch, all kinds of weird shit, there's a search bar and there's user ratings, and there's all these things all these metrics you can look at to find pretty high quality porn. Obviously there's a shitload of garbage out there. Same thing with YouTube. But it's a little bit weird the way, I guess, the white paper was worded. That was his third one, or second one, about it not being about the viewer. But mostly it's about trying to bring more money to the content producers. And so he plans to achieve that using a token called VIT, and essentially what it is, it'll pay you for your metrics. And so I have a little blurb here directly from the white paper. Free was good, but it's not good enough anymore. Okay. The VIT ledger records granular user behavior, such as social activity, likes, upvotes, comments, and content preferences as valuable transaction metadata. Traditional website traffic analysis systems passively record traditional engagement metrics, such as view counts and clicks, but do not permit content producers to provide incentives to viewers to more deeply engage with their content in real time. The VIT protocol also permits content producers to reward viewers for comments and votes, providing much richer, insightful data. The VIT protocol also includes web traffic analysis tools to enable content producers to capitalize on such data and to refine the content they provide to more accurately represent the viewer preferences. In turn, viewers will spend more time engaging with the content they are more likely to buy, providing them with more valuable information in an ongoing feedback loop. In addition to these direct benefits, content producers will be able to aggregate and sell engagement data, being useful to the website operator on a first-hand basis. Most forms of this data are saleable across many other verticals. So the big thing here is they're going to sell your data. And to be fair, they're already selling your data, but now you get to agree for them to sell your data, and you also get a portion of that. So that's essentially what this is. Let's go ahead and look at some very engaging and interesting comments on porn videos. You know, there are tons of those. Fucking Christ, Thomas. Close the damn door. You let the gnat in. Oh, shit. So we're going to watch some porno videos today. We've got our Nivea brand lotion for external use only, I would imagine. The fucking video started just playing. So what we're doing, we're going to look at some very insightful comments from Pornhub. We're going to see what kind of constructive feedback we can get from these videos. All right. So we've got the first one here. We're going to look. Vacuum is not even plugged in on bratty sis stepbrother fuck stepsister right next to mom season 3 episode 11. Jesus Christ, how many fucking episodes? Vacuum is not plugged in by super cock god. A response is 2018 bro wireless electricity. So as you can see, these are very, oh look, it's I forgot his name. Oh god. Guy Fieri. Good old hand job in the pumpkin trick. Yeah, you know, Guy Fieri knows his hand job in the pumpkin tricks. Let's see, this is something Thomas recommended. He's really big into midgets. So we have Mate You're Adopted saying, should my friend Joe get a purple or blue bike? Responses from Bean Boy Anal say, I think you should consider the brand first and look at reviews and then go for colors and such. Grammar Nazi here, please put your in your name, not your, just basic. So as you can see, these comments are very content appropriate. You know, we have Mate You're Adopted here asking whether or not he should get a purple or blue bike with 48 likes on a midget porn video. Thanks, guys. So that's how it works. It'll basically pay you for your data. I mean, you're selling your information. You're selling your porn habits to the porn industry. I'm not really about that, but if you are, then, you know, go for it. But that's essentially what the VIT platform is. So let's talk a little bit more about what that platform is. So, from their white paper, the platform says, ViceToken.com will consist of a portal website similar to Steemit.com's site that consists of an interface familiar to users of existing tube site. The portals will utilize the chain-based graphene database optimized for blockchain applications to capture social interactions in text as well as other interplanetary file system protocol for hosting and delivering content. The portals will integrate the VIT protocol to enable distribution of tokens to stakeholders. So, what does this mean? This means they're building a website, and the website's going to look like Pornhub, but it's going to be Pornhub with a tokens aspect to it, and we're going to sell your data more, but you'll get a little bit of pay from it, which, you know, is good. I understand that bringing the blockchain to a multi-billion-dollar industry is a good thing. I don't think this is the way to do it. The tokens themselves are not available to be traded outside of the VIT platform, which is a huge red flag. I know that people have been posting about, asking questions about that, and they've been getting banned for that. The crowd sale is for 2 billion tokens, and they're trying to raise essentially $200 million off their crowd sale. $200 million at each token worth about 5 cents. They're trying to raise $200 million from the crowd sale, and they have a total of like 4 billion, which they're gonna airdrop some of them and they're gonna keep some of them internally. So I mean, if they sell, so they're trying to raise $200 million to make a Pornhub website and have it connected to the blockchain with some tokens. That's a lot of money. You know, it seems like a huge cash grab. And if you look at their timeline doesn't suggest that they would need that kind of funding and that level of funding. I mean, their website is scheduled to launch in June. So, I mean, and the crowd sale ends, I think, sometime in March, sometime this month in March. So, I mean, 3 months, $200 million. I mean, obviously they're not going to get $200 million. There's no way they're going to get that. But the fact that they are trying to get $200 million is, I mean, what are they going to do? They're just going to spend $20 million to try to make this. Maybe they do it, and it's great, and the net launches and everything, and then they're sitting on $180 million that they just pocket. They don't need that level of funding. A lot of other projects don't ask for that much. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and shill one. GVT, you know, they try to raise 37 million tokens. I don't remember what the hard cap was. It was something low, maybe like, it was actually $37 million per coin. They didn't get that far, and so they just burned the other tokens. It's not really an interesting ICO to invest in. It's an interesting ICO in that it's trying to bring the blockchain to porn, which will eventually happen. It seems like a good idea. You know, the whole, let's give more money to content producers and let's sell more data. Yay. I mean, sure, that's great. It's always good to give money to content producers. You know, you see the same thing happening with Opus and the music industry. So, I'd say this is an ICO to avoid, but again, who am I? I'm just a nobody talking to a camera. So, if you're interested in investing in this, remember, do your own research. Don't listen to me.